get my workout in. I've already done 2 miles before even starting the incline. So cool. Good morning. As they say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere and it's 5 o'clock here. AM, not PM. Today's the day. I told Rachel when I was packing up my Camelback and getting some of my gear together last night, I felt like I was getting ready for a flight.
That's how I slept. It was that I was really nervous you were gonna oversleep.
Really?
Yeah, so I slept with one eye open.
That's funny. I'm sorry. And by flight, I mean flight of stairs. What is it? I forget. Can you Google it? What is it? 2,200 steps? Something like that. So yeah. 2,400, I think. 2,400 stairs. Never done it in the morning when it's dark outside. So.
Do you have the headlamp packed?
You know, I do have that, but it's probably not charged, so good call. So that's that. Gonna get some food in me here, some coffee.
Start with that then. Where is it?
And we'll go from there. I'm gonna charge this thing up so I got enough juice on the hike. Well, I'm walking to the base camp for the incline right now. It's about 5:40 this morning in Manitou Springs. It seems like it's going to be a beautiful morning, and if the sun comes up, the sun will for sure come up. If there's no clouds, it's going to be pretty cool. I gotta see if I'm going the right way here. Here's the shuttle I would have took. Looks like there is actually people on it. You can see headlamps. It's pitch black. Ooh. This is just the start and I already feel it. Look at that. Sun is gonna come up in about a half an hour, 40 minutes. So as I thought, there's no one here to check the registration. I was like, that's crazy that they would have someone here at 6 in the morning. But I have a reservation, so. Crazy. If I do really good, I'm gonna have to stagger it out because I'm gonna get up there before the sunrise. But I think 20 minutes before, if I'm midway, that'll kind of be like a sweet spot. Well, off to a great start. I already took a wrong turn. I don't know how I screwed this up, but it's dark, so instead of getting lost out there, I'm gonna turn around. Because I was way up in here. I should have remembered from the other 2 times I did this, but this looks better. Stairs. Should have known. Can't believe I screwed that up. I was just wandering way out in the woods. Glad I saw that on all trails before. I thought I was just probably half asleep. It's funny. Wouldn't have even done it, just ended up there and no stairs. Get my workout in. I've already done 2 miles before even starting the incline. It's just crazy looking at it. It's just like turns towards straight up. Beautiful. It's gonna be a good one. I'm so excited. I've wanted to do this I've done the incline twice, but never for sunrise. And so glad it worked out. We didn't even know if we were gonna come to the springs. Just like I remember I'm gonna have to, I have a light like North Face on, but I'm already just sweating balls. I can't believe I got turned around on the way up here. I mean, it was pitch black, but that sucks. That's 2 miles that I'm adding to 2,400 stairs. And what's interesting is since I'm not biking 10, 15 miles a day, I can feel it. Oh, it's beautiful. $2,400 of these bad boys. Forget how many exactly. It like gets to where it's almost just crawling. Wow. It's pretty. This is really starting to get steep. Steeper. That moon. Woo. Get a little more narrow. Wild. What a view. Keep wanting to stop and look back, but I also just want to keep going. Wow. Here she comes. Nice. How beautiful. $2,000. I'm excited. Just beautiful. This is gorgeous. I'm so glad I got to do this. Next 3 days are like clouds, so I could make for a decent sunrise too. Seen it with clouds where it's pretty, but crystal clear today. We're getting there. I can see the top. I think I'm at 600 steps left, maybe 500, but who's counting, right? Ooh. Yeah, buddy. So cool.
15.
Alrighty, I don't think I'm gonna beat my other times just because I stopped up here to take pictures and I wasn't, I didn't pause Strava when I was kind of just pacing and walking around, so that'll screw up my time. And the fact that I got kicked off the trail and did 2 miles before I got here. Have a good day.
Thank you.
That doesn't help either. I can't believe I did that, but it was pitch black, so not surprising. My legs actually feel really good, which I'm kind of surprised by because I haven't been biking nearly like I did the first 2 times where I was consistently doing 10-15 miles every couple of days, 4 or 5 days a week. But I should be pretty close. I mean, if I go at a decent pace, don't slip. Just realized at the top all my pictures had a smudge on the lens, so that kind of sucked. But what do you do? Beautiful, so glad I did this. Now I have to call and see what the conditions are for Pikes Peak. It was only open up to the 13th mile the last 2 days. Rachel's never done the drive, so we'll see. Oh man, it feels good. I wish I could start my morning. I mean, I could, but back home, it's just not the same. My shoelace is undone. What a view. It's just something about starting your day before the sun comes up. No, you're all good. Are you talking to me? I'm sorry.
No, sorry. I'm just
Trying to figure out which way to go.
Go down.
Oh, I think, yeah, I think that's blocked out. That might be a shortcut.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, last year I kind of did that and I got lost and had to backtrack, so. Yeah, you bet. Have a good day. Pikes Peak up in the distance behind me there, you can see a little bit. I think the biggest thing is just not overextending your legs after climbing 2,700 stairs. I've never went back down the stairs. I hear people say that's how you get hurt. And I think it's like 70 or 80% of your workplace related injuries. No, I'm just kidding. Physical activities is on the way down, like when you're climbing mountains and stuff. It's actually coming back down, if I'm correct. Got to be careful on this pea gravel, not to slip. Ah, beautiful, man. I just love Colorado. I can honestly, we really like Utah, but there's no state that feels like Colorado to us, to Rach and I. But we also have the unique part of where so many states and places feel like home, and we just experience and explore them seasonally. In our tiny home on wheels. Just the smell of the pines and the birds chirping. What a day to be alive. How beautiful. So I just called Pikes Peak, the weather conditions for driving up the mountain. 16 of the 19 miles is open, so the last 3, because of wind and ice, is closed. The last 2 days it was only 13 miles, so 3 more additional miles have opened up. So that leads us to, do we wait until tomorrow? We're gonna stay in the Springs one more night and hope that the conditions are better and it opens all the way to the top. They could shift, and it could be closed back down to 13 or even less than that. I don't know. That's a good question. I guess I'll ask Rachel what she thinks or what she prefers. I mean, wow, look at this view. Probably wouldn't be the end of the world just to do the 13 that are open today, because it's still a crazy drive. I mean, it's been, I don't even want to admit this, 7 years, I think, since I've done it, and I've only done it once. So that's kind of crazy that 7 years has flown by. I literally had just closed on my house and already had concert tickets for Red Rocks. So I closed, moved my stuff into my house, and then the next day, a buddy of mine and his ex-girlfriend and my ex-girlfriend, funny how life changes, and for the better, all drove out here to Colorado and did Pikes Peak and went to that concert and did Garden of the Gods and all that good stuff. Wow. So beautiful. I'm feeling it in my knees for sure, just from coming down. Kind of just, you're banging on your knees or landing on them a little bit harder, especially after doing 2,700 stairs. Pikes Peak.
Are you up the incline yet or no?
Yeah, I'm more than halfway down the backside.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. So I called Pikes Peak. I filed my taxes too. I just been working on the way down here. Called Pikes Peak. 16 of the 19 miles is now open.
Oh, cool.
So that's kind of like,
Risk it and wait till tomorrow?
yeah, that's what I didn't know. But then obviously it could be a case of where they close down more.
Sure.
It's a gamble. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I'll talk to you in a bit.
You're good. Take
Love you.
care.
All right, thanks.
Love you.
Bye.
Do you want yogurt when you get here?
Sure.
Okay,
All
good.
right, bye. It's a workout for sure. I feel great. My knees are a little sore coming down, just banging, you know, jumping these rocks and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I mean, the incline, I felt it, but I actually am surprised for how well I did. I really wasn't that wore out. The altitude a little bit, just because we haven't been in high elevation for an extended period of time, like being active. So I mean, in that regard, I certainly felt it, a little winded going up. But yeah, my knees really didn't start, and I mean, they're not terrible. I can tell I climbed 2,700 stairs and then have been running down I think it's like 2.5, 3 miles of switchbacks down the backside. Highly would recommend doing this for sunrise if you can get a reservation. I don't know if this is the whole time or just this time of the year, but there was no one actually checking the reservations. That's not me saying you should break the rules, but just sharing my experience. I did have a reservation, and the reservations are free, so I wouldn't plan on, if you don't have one, showing up here and hoping you're gonna do it. I think last year, no, 2 or 3 years ago when I did this the second time, I swear it was like $2 or $5 for a reservation. You know, Colorado, it's like, it's one of those states. How could you not be active here? Like, how could you just sit on your bum and watch TV shows? No, you're gonna mountain bike, you're gonna hike, you're gonna ski, you're gonna snowboard, trail run. I mean, this is what life's all about. just feeling alive, being out in nature, and it's just amazing how you feel after going for a walk, a hike, a bike ride. It's what so many of us are missing, especially in America. It's like our diets are junk food. No one gets outdoor time anymore. We were talking to this couple in Zion. We went for a good bike ride, Rachel and I, all the way through Zion. And this couple was on pedal bikes and they said, "Oh, look, some originals." And we said, we were just talking about the same thing. No one rides bikes anymore. Everyone's got an e-bike. Hey, teach their own. If you want to do downhill stuff and go up and down 15 times in a day, I get it. But I love pedaling. I love the workout of it. I don't need, well, an electric bike or pedal assist. I got it installed factory. Yeah. We're getting close. Called Rachel to say, hey, if you want to come pick me up, you won't have to do another hour, or I won't have to do another hour of parking. And she's like, oh wow, I just did 2 hours of parking right off the bat. Not a big deal. But yeah, she thought I'd probably still be on the incline. Had I not got kicked off the side of the trail, I'll have to see what that segment was. That tacked on a ton of time, because then I started looking and I'm like, dude, you're going out into the middle of the woods. So I had to backtrack, get back on the incline and start over. And then I had a mile walk to actually get to the start of the incline, which is fine. Be a nice little workout. Good day to do some driving and maybe do a couple breweries. A little treat. I love this place. I'm kind of bummed at myself, so when I was walking around up there and like setting up my tripod, taking pictures, and then there was a group of 3 people that I took their picture midway up and then up at the top, and they took mine, and I never paused Strava. So that probably tacked on, I don't know, 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes total. I did not think I was going to beat my second time. So the first time I did it, I did a really good time for my first time. I can't remember what it was, I'll have to check. Hour and 34 minutes or something. And the second time I beat my first time. And this time I thought there'd be no way I'd even be close. Now, like I said, granted, I walked here a mile before I started, which I think was actually a good thing. It kind of got my legs lubed up, but then I got kicked off the trail and was going the wrong way. So that all factors in my time. I mean, I restarted Strava. I'm almost here. So we'll see. $128. Ooh. Pause it. Oh, they're ticketing people. So 129 total. If I beat my time from the second time, I'm gonna be really impressed with myself, because I haven't been nearly as active on my bike and stuff as I was. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. You don't want to screw around here and park in the wrong spot or a place where you're not supposed to park, because there's heavy enforcement, and it's a Tuesday morning, man. But this place gets extremely busy, I get that. But yeah, seriously, there are parking people all over just ticketing rigs. GoPro battery was dead, of course. Otherwise, I'll throw a picture in here. There was a Nomad Adventure rig, overlanding rig. It would never be practical for Rachel and I think they're sick. Nonetheless, it's not in the pocketbooks for us to do it. Those things are anywhere from $200,000 to $300,000. But this one was sick. It had like a Honda Grom on the back. It was just all blacked out. Florida plate. It was cool. Someone got a ticket. Look at that. Just like that, back at home. I love it, man. Oh, there's parking enforcement. He'll bust my chops if he sees me getting here. Oh, I got myself a